My name is Yessenia Leyva. Everyone calls me Jessie for short. I was born with a disability called Spina Bifida. Spina Bifida is a neurological birth defect where your spine is open at birth. And doctors said I would not make it. I would not live very long. I wouldn't go to college. I wouldn't drive. It was all about what I would not be able to do, what I would not be able to accomplish, and how short my life would be. In fact, they encouraged my family to put me in an institution because I had a disability, so let's put her away. Because of my story, it became my passion to change the perspective of disability and what people with disabilities can achieve. Because we do have talent, skills, and abilities, and we want to be included in the community. Through my experience, I have encountered many obstacles, such as employment services or the lack thereof services. Being labeled intellectually disabled because I was physically disabled and having to prove myself completely capable of doing the things that I wanted to accomplish. So all of these things is what now have motivated me to help other people with disabilities understand that they can do it because I did it too. And I love the opportunity to use my story as a testimony. Having been through all these experiences, not only can I advocate for the individuals with disabilities themselves, but also for parents that oftentimes are not aware of the services, the information. Maybe there's a language barrier. And so I can appreciate that I can use my platform to help all people, regardless of the need and the disability. If it would not have been for my story, I would not be where I am today. Would I change it? Absolutely not. I think others might differ in that decision, but I wouldn't change my experiences for the world. From being labeled mentally disabled in the education system, to being told I would never drive and having my license being taken away, to being told I would never work and having my disability taken away and my Medicaid services, everything that I needed to be who I am today, taken away. And it was at that moment where I had to learn how to fight for myself, how to get these services, how to obtain this information and use it for myself, but then to be able to use it to then help other people the same way that somebody helped me. Because they believed in me, because they saw past the disability. And because they saw past my disability, I choose to see past your disability and say yes to your abilities, yes to your talents, yes to the things that we can do, yes to the things that others said you wouldn't do. So I encourage you to never give up, to follow your yes, whatever that yes is in your life, to embrace those that say yes to your life, to your faith, because that is first and foremost, and never ever give up. Remember that giving up, the word never give up is never an option. If I would have given up, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I would not have the opportunity to do and to speak the way that I am speaking to you today from a perspective of a testimony that regardless of your disability, again, I say you have talent, skills, and abilities, and it is your responsibility to make sure that you are included in the community. Growing up in the Broward school system was tricky. I was born with spina bifida, which is a physical disability. And because of my physical disability, I was labeled learning disabled. I was placed in small classes where it was ABC, 1, 2, 3. It was easy my entire life until I got to 7th grade. At 7th grade, I advocated to be placed in regular classes. I failed. I failed and missed my vacation to Puerto Rico. So I was very upset. But moving forward, I was placed in regular classes, and even though I had to repeat 7th grade, I was in honors AP ever since. And then I moved on to college. So that let me know that too often we multi-label someone based on one disability and assume they have another disability, which is exactly what happened to me. And ever since, I have been successful and did what I had to do to make it happen. So that was my experience in the education system. Employment is actually what set my passion towards where it is today. Back in the 2000s, a couple years ago, I was working for a local nonprofit organization who said to me, "We can no longer employ you. We can no longer accommodate you based on your disability." I didn't know what to do. And it was at that point where I was looking for an organization, someone to help me, because I felt like I was losing everything. I lost my employment. I lost my SSI government benefits. I lost my Medicaid. It felt like I was losing my livelihood. It was all that I knew. By losing this job and being told they could not accommodate my schedule, I found a nonprofit organization that actually embraced me and helped me obtain all the services that I needed, helped me to get rid of an overpayment the government had given me because I had worked for so many years. I've always worked, I've always done something. I was being penalized for working, penalized for trying to be independent to the best of my ability. And it wasn't until I found the Center for Independent Living that I was taught all that there is to know about benefits, how to protect my benefits, and be able to work and continue to receive those benefits that we so need. The Center for Independent Living is a local nonprofit organization located in Broward County, which assists individuals with disabilities to becoming independent. And that was exactly what I needed at the time. They assist me by educating me on the Ticket to Work program, work incentives that I could use to continue to receive my benefit. And a month later, after volunteering and taking the bus to go see them and doing what I had to do, they offered me a job as a receptionist. A year later, I became their independent living specialist, doing for others with disabilities exactly what they had been doing for me, helping me become independent to the best of my ability. 10 years ago, I said, I want to be included in the entertainment world. I want to be on red carpet events, and I was always told no because I was considered to be a liability because I walk with a cane. After so many no's, it became my life mission to create something where individuals with disabilities could be included in the entertainment world. So I created a production called Funclusion, inspiring inclusion while having fun. Funclusion went from very few people to over 400 participants in a very, very short time. The event is made of performers, musical performers and talents with and without disabilities, an all-inclusive fashion show highlighting the, again, ability and fashion of those with disabilities, spoken word poetry, outdoor activities for the children, adaptive sports, and just an overall inclusive family event. It has been an amazing opportunity to not only inspire inclusion through entertainment, but to also highlight the talents, skills, and abilities of those with disabilities through production. We don't know who's behind the screen. We don't know who's behind the camera. We see who's behind the microphone. So again, it's providing a platform, giving opportunities to those that have those skills and those talents, that love the entertainment world as I do, or the microphone as I do, and say yes to our abilities through production. What better way to send that message of inclusion than in a global perspective, which is through production and that the world can see. And so that became my mission with Funclusion. My hope is that my story encourages you, a family member, a loved one living with any type of disability, to say yes to your skills, to say yes to your abilities, to say yes to your talents, and know that you do matter. You are worthy. You matter. As long as you work hard, and you work hard out there to find the information, the resources, and just find people like myself that are here to help you, and know that you're not alone. You don't have to do life alone. So my last remark would be to never give up. Don't give up on yourself, don't give up on others, and know that you matter.